Hey, good morning. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's well and having an absolutely positively amazing Tuesday. Good morning and welcome to Shop Talk Radio here on Freedom Radio, the People Station. Hope you guys are well and enjoying your morning. So, good morning. Okay, so hi, Miss Kristen Williams. Hi, Miss Mayfield. Hi, Miss Tracy. Hope you guys are good as you can see. We are not in the Bay. We are in Charlotte. Um, as D Toll is off with his family today, and so he asked me to step in and so hey, this Wildpraize takeover. So we're here. We're chilling out. Um, Tell me how was your? Hope your week was good. Hi, Dee Dee Felder. What's up, Firecracker? I will take Firecracker. Thank you so much. I will take Firecracker. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now listen, I'm gonna just tell the truth. We're gonna shoot off the hip today, but we're gonna talk about some stuff that's going on. We're gonna talk about this movie that's out, Space Jam. See what y'all thought about it. Hey, Miss Gail Harris. We're gonna see what y'all thought about Space Jam and talk about the Olympics. Are you watching it? What's going on with it? How you feeling about it? Let's see. There's some birthdays. There's a lot of stuff going on with hip hop. Some comments that have been made. Let me do a little blurb. So shout out to, if I can do this shout out, I have a really amazing family. And so this is Wildpraize Takeover. So, I have a really amazing family. And so shout out to my wonderful, powerful, amazing cousin, Angela, and her amazing husband, Eric Rohn. They have a new show that's coming on BET. It's called The Johnsons. I am telling you that you should watch it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. He is also the executive producer. I think it's that she's going to kill me. I think it's called The Neighbors Next Door with Cedric the Entertainer. He's also the executive producer of that show. So I'm going to keep you updated. It's called The Johnsons, and it's called Johnson. I'm sorry, it's called Johnson. And it is coming on BET. I believe starting in August. So I'll have a date for you soon. I'm telling y'all, I'm not just saying this because they're my family, because I actually don't do that. If it's good, it's good. If it's not good, it's just, we working on it. But it's gonna be good. So it's gonna be on BET. It's called The Johnson, and it's gonna be incredible. Please, please go watch it. All right. So it's gonna be amazing. So yeah. So happy Tuesday. Hope y'all good and doing well out here in these Tuesday streets. And so thank you, Miss Dee Dee Felder. I am working on a brand new look for myself. As I have done, I pretty much worn every hairstyle there is to wear. So I wore the big French roll back in the day. So I worn French roll, I worn braids, I want all of it, but I want to go like red, and since I'm a part of Kevin Lemons and Higher Calling, listen, September 10th through the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia, Higher Calling is having their 25th year anniversary celebration. It's going to be so good. It's going to be so good. Oh my God. I'm so excited. So you should be there. You can go to Kevin Lemons at highercalling.com. Just one long phrase spelled out. And get tickets. If you're in the Georgia area, the tickets are only $25. And it's going to be so amazing. You gotta be there. Like, you gotta come. You're gonna absolutely love it. Okay. So we do have some. We've been trying to reshape Shop Talk and reshape Freedom Radio. The world has really adjusted. Oh, we're gonna talk about COVID today too. So the world has really adjusted. So we're going to try to, and everybody's their lives are expanding. Isn't it incredible? So their lives are expanding and they're all doing new things. So we still want to make sure we're here for you, but we're trying to reshape it to cut our show down kind of to an hour, which, we start talking, we get excited. So we're going to, so just be patient with us through the transition. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. All right. So we're going to try to keep it down to an hour so we can all keep doing life and all keep expanding because, we live everywhere. Shout out to Demetrius. He's his life is expanded. He got a brand new job. He's doing great things. So we love him. He's just expanding his life. All right, so let's get moving. So we have amazing hosts. Shout out to D Toll, who is chilling with his family today. His family is important. That's first. And so, ladies first. So I'm gonna bring up our host. If you know anything about, BET, one of the longest Black running stations, Black on the Black cable network. On cable network. Okay, I'm getting my words mixed up. So she was on Sunday Best, if you did not know that already. And she annihilated it. And she was in the top 10, I believe. And so don't get me wrong, the number wrong, okay. It's a lot to remember. Not because of her, but it's just, like you try to keep up with the seasons. So she was on Sunday Best. She did a great job. You already know her. You love her. Let's go. Hi, Ash.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up? You walking?
What's going on? I am. I just started my run. This is how I start my run. I got my Get Fly in July
Get
Freedom
fly in
Radio
July.
t-shirt. Yeah. So I've been committed to running every day. This is not a good angle. Look, let me give you a better angle because you're gonna see all of my Irish chins. Amen. All of my Irish chins. But yeah, I'm excited to be on the show, Yolanda, just to support you and talk to our fans and all the listeners and see what's going on in the world and get educated because I know you're gonna bring a word today. You always do, like 100% of the time. So I'm like, I can't wait. What's my word today? What's my word today?
No. I just share my life. I just share my life. And so how's music before we bring up our other, the life of the party? How's your music going? Oh, you're muted.
It's going good. No, it's going good. It's a journey. You know what I mean? It's really a journey. I've released several singles, like lots and lots of music. Since being on Sunday Best, which I was number 4, top 4.
You're top 4.
Sunday Best. Yes, ma'am. And so, so it's just, it's really about marketing and pushing. And I'm so humble. I'm like, it's a challenge for me to like be out there. You know what I mean? To be pushing,
Sure.
pushing. See me, buy me, all of that stuff. It's just a challenge because it's just me. Like I put stuff out and I'm like, here, give. But God is giving back. God sees it. God knows that I'm a humble servant. And so he's orchestrating me and putting me in circles where I need to be, which includes seeing you soon in a couple weeks. So I'm excited about that. Yee!
Listen, it's going to be so great. I'm so super duper excited about September. I don't know what to do. I'm working hard to do a lot of things. So shout out to, it's Wildpraize Takeover. It's not about me, but shout out to my stylist. His name is Trayvon Williams. And so he's doing, we're going to take a different kind of leap. So yeah, we're getting things made. We're getting clothes made. We're doing graphics. We're trying to get it done. All right. So yeah, I'm super excited about what is to come. And so let's not
real talk.
Yeah.
I might need to get with you. I might need to get with you about clothes because
let's go.
If your girl needs help, I need help with some styling. Yeah.
Hey, it's nothing.
Yes. I said my measurements. What do I need to do? I need to get out the tape measure.
Oh, listen.
Come on, let's get it.
Listen, I'm gonna tag him. He's probably at work today, but I'm gonna tag him so he can jump in because he is we working over here.
Yeah.
So we about to make this thing happen.
I love it.
Let's go. So we also happy pre-birthday, Miss Campbell. August 8th. Happy pre-birthday to you. And yeah, let's connect. And then we have none other than he lives in Hercules, which was one of my favorite movies. I'm a Disney kid, so it's one of my favorite movies. So, he has new music out. I say new music because if you haven't got it, then it's new to you. So Disney, oh, not Disney, sorry. It's a lot running through my head right now. Okay, so he has a new song called My Destiny, and it is the Jammy Jam. All right. So you got to go get it. It's on all social, it's on all digital platforms. Listen, you have no excuse. You can download it, you can stream it, you can buy it. It's a whole dollar. Just go ahead and give up your dollar. Give up your cookie money. Go get it. All right. So let's bring him on.
Give me $1.
So I can holler.
How you doing? I'm over here. I'm taking my apple cider vinegar goalies. Have y'all got these?
Do they work?
They work. Oops. They work.
Really?
They help cut your appetite. They give you energy. You got to take like 6 of them a day, but they work.
But they work. So they do help to suppress your appetite.
They got a whole bunch of different kinds. I got some for your skin. And then I got the kind that relax you. I got the whole set.
Yeah, but don't they cost like $800 a bottle?
No, I got a code for you. I got a code for you. You get 38% off and free shipping.
See, what you need is in a code that says My Destiny.
Hey!
You need your own code.
I'm trying to reach. Let me let all my listeners know so y'all could, be a part of the VIP Destiny. Click that my new video will be coming out in 2 weeks. I'm working on a whole bunch of different stuff. You don't even understand this video. I like I told you, I just had a consultation with Dr. Jones last week also. But I've been one who just kind of watched all of the gospel celebrities from afar, from my living room, not knowing that they would ever know me by name. However, I watched all kind of videos from Mary J. Blige, Whitney Houston, not ever thinking that I would have my own. And this is not a church. I don't deem it as a church video because after I saw the video, I was just, I could send this to the R&B stations. So it definitely takes the song to another level. And I am so excited. We will have a premiere on Freedom, but y'all just get ready. I need y'all to stream. I need y'all to buy. We got to support everybody. We just got to support.
Yeah. So let's have a little music education real fast. We just talk about this. So this is what people don't know. The reason we always encourage people to not just stream, but to buy. So let's say if I have an iTunes subscription, which I do, when you stream it, which I was against. When first say I was against, right? I was like, I was like, nope, because I feel like you put in what you get out what you put out. So I was like, I want to support artists. Like I am an up and coming. When I say up and coming is because I don't necessarily have music in the marketplace yet. I know before Ashland said yet. So what you want to make sure is I wanted to support other artists. I feel like if I can't buy it, then I'm not going to stream it. I'm not. And then you learn, you're learning like what's kind of going on. And when you do a subscription like iTunes Music, you have access to over like 60 million songs. That's a lot of music. Everything.
Right.
You can go way, 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 way back, even to the 20s, to the 50s. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. So what people don't know is, which, Jacory knows and Ashley knows, it takes 1,500 streams to make one sale. So listen, when people are asking you, that's not 10.
You don't even understand.
So people are asking you, like as consumers, even as artist to artist, and they're saying, hey, play my song, or they're asking you to stream it. Or, I saw probably about a year ago when Erica Campbell said, hey, y'all, just stream my song, just get another device and just let it play through the night. It's because they're trying to get more streams to equal one song, to equal one sale. So if you're a gospel artist and you attend an average size church, right? So there's some just little thoughts. Average size church usually has usually about 75 adults. Now we're not talking about mega. We're talking about just an average size church.
Right.
Has about 75 adults. Okay, so let's say your church is a little bit more than average. Let's say you go to a church and there's 500 members. You need
Then to go, you need 5 times what? 500 times what?
Right. So if your church alone streams it, you still don't have enough. That's only one stream. So I just want you to consider, as consumers, as artists, when people are asking, like, can you stream my song? Can you buy it? I don't want it to be considered. I don't know why I'm going down this lane, but I'm going down this lane. Don't consider as people are begging. Just understand it takes 15 streams to make one sale.
So you got to be passionate about this thing.
Yes.
And my thing,
go ahead.
It's funny that you even went this way, because I've been trying to program it and get it in my head. How can I start having some streaming parties to where I have at least 2,500 people 2 times a week, to where they'll just stream maybe 5 times within the 30 minutes, time spectrum. You really have to get creative, because I know how it's been for me growing up. People will tell you all day, I'm supporting you, I love you, but at the end of the day, it looks like lip service. Can I just be honest with you? A dime a dozen of people like me that'll stretch their rubber band just about to where it's about to pop for everybody. So I'm just praying that a spirit of support will reach the nation.
Come on. And let me just add to that support can be like, okay, so for us old school people that are not accustomed to this, like streaming, digital platform, all that stuff, we have bank accounts. If you don't want to get on the board, on board with streaming and all that stuff, or you don't have a way to play the music, like send us a Cash App, like literally sow a seed into the ministry. Like here's my thing. It looks real glamorous, right? We have to look a certain way, right? There's a certain level of excellence that we have to present as artists, especially as gospel artists, because there's a standard that the world has set that we must there must be a difference, right? There must be some sort of elevation or some sort of difference. Otherwise, what are we doing, right? So we kind of play this fence with secular and gospel, right? So we want to be appealing to the world, but we want to have kingdom benefits, right?
Ooh!
So Jonathan McReynolds talked about it when he talked about No Gray, right? In that song, No Gray. And if you haven't heard that song, go listen to that song, No Gray. But it's like, we want to have our cake and eat it too. But there's something about being a gospel artist that I found as a secular artist. When I was in that world, I could be grubby as I wanted to be. Didn't matter, right? It didn't matter. I was like, but there's something about, like, we serve an excellent God, so we need to present ourselves with excellence. That's how I look at it. God never gives me less than 100%. So I should never give him less than 100%. But on the back side of that, it costs money to look this good. Amen. It costs money to look this good. And I'm not asking for a handout. We're just keeping it real. This is about education, right? I want you just all to know. The video that Ja'Cory did, it cost money. Somebody paid for it, right? The money came from somewhere. That's what I'm saying. But the money came from somewhere. And what you all don't know is how hard Ja'Cory works every single day to put that money in the bank. Y'all don't even know how hard he pounds the pavement. And you don't see a lot of that. Now you do see that he's all over the place, right? You should have been called the gospel butterfly, not me, because you be flap, 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 flap. Okay, so but he pounds the pavement. I mean, he and I both, we've been working at the homeless shelter. That's because it's ministry. God, and I can't even get into this, Yolanda, because I'm gonna cry, because that leads us down a whole nother path about how God will orchestrate you and put you in a place that you might not think is for you, but it's not even about you. You will get maybe a blessing, but there is a much bigger blessing because you're there for somebody else. And I'm a witness of that today, that I am watching somebody's life transform.
Ooh.
That was thrown away. She was thrown away. She was thrown away by society, by her family first. She was thrown away by her family first, and then she was thrown away by society. Fully educated, way more education than I have.
And me.
2 degrees. I mean, life experience will sit you down and educate you about life in a way that you've never thought about. Some basic thing that you do every single day, she'll make you think about it a different way. She has perspective. But her family and the world threw her away. And she ended up in this shelter that just so happened that Jacory and I were working there. And this woman, she, for whatever reason, she trusted me. She would come to me. It happened over coffee. And I would make coffee and she would come sit with me and I would make coffee and we would just talk and we would just hang out and she would just start to open up. And sometimes it'd be just good morning. And then other times it'd be like, yeah, I didn't really sleep well. And then it started opening up and she started trusting me. And do you know now we have her in a house. She got her housing. Jacory and I went, we like moved her. We got all of her stuff. We got her totally set up. Jacory filled her fridge. We went to like get her all the bedding, everything, the dishes, everything that she needs. Now we taking it a step further. We got her plugged into a church. Now the church is stepping in. They about to get her hair done. They about to go get her to a doctor, get her to a dentist. She get ready to be able to wake up in the morning and look at herself in the morning and smile. And like for the first time in maybe 20 years. I mean, these are the things. So the sacrifices that we make as artists, it looks so glamorous and all this stuff, but I need you to know we're not just putting out songs, okay? Ministry, we are not just putting out songs. So please, ma'am, please, sir, when you feel a good way about a song or an artist, please sow into the ministry because there is a whole vast world of things that we're doing and things that we want to do. Jacory and I are talking about like, this is deep how he and I were able to get together and make moves for this woman. And I'm like, Jacory, we might have something here. This might be something that we need to do for more people. But to do that, we need finances. We need grants. We need amen. So yeah, just stream the song. Amen.
But you know, before you even end there, I think the thing for me is when you have a passion and there's an I before it, everything is I, it's about you. That's when it becomes a problem. When you can step to the side and take I out of the equation, then you're on a Jesus mission. And you know, my prayer is to remove the I people away from me because I need people to where the focus is not on you. The stuff that I do is not about me. I don't even, you know, I was raised in a family where my mother just had that open hand. Her hand was never closed to anyone, to where it was never about her. I'm gonna feed the whole block. If we really get on the missions of Jesus Christ and you take the I out of the equation in the sentence, you can make some things happen. And I don't know why we went there, but my prayer is that you remove that.
My God.
I think we went there because people, everybody's not in it for a game. Everybody's not. You know, I always say this all the time. All guys are not bad. All guys are not dogs. All guys are not cheating on their wife, or they're not lying and they're not deceptive. And it's the same thing with artists. All artists are not bad. All artists are not stealing money. All artists are not, you know, behind the scenes doing stuff. You know, these stories, without calling any names that you see, they're not everybody.
Right.
Everybody's not doing it. Every preacher, I work for some pastors who are honorable and they love God and they love God's people. And so every pastor's not stealing and driving a Cadillac and using your tithe money to go on the come up. It's not like that. What happens is it's those people who are more popular sometimes. It looks like it's the majority, but in actuality, it's the minority. Yeah. There are people who really love God. There are people, and maybe they're not always in gospel music, right? There are people like Mary J. who have a real story, and they're doing things that you don't always see. They're adopting kids. They're giving this over here. They're giving this over there, and you don't always see it. Don't assume that every gospel artist is sleeping around. Don't assume that every gospel artist is lying and they don't show up for shows. That I'm telling you, that is not the majority. There are people like an Ashland, like a Jacory, and I can say this because I've been around them, like a Kevin Lemus, who love God and they love God's people, and they want to push people further. So what you don't know is when you see someone, don't assume that they're just begging for your attention. They're just begging. Sometimes it's taking all they. You know how many times I've quit? You know how many times people don't know that? But you know how many times I said, forget it. I'm not doing it no more. I've tried enough. I'm just gonna sing at church, and that's gonna be the end of it. And it took a person like a Cedric Shannon. It took a person like a JB. It took a Kevin Lemus to call me and say, "What's going on with you? Why are we not seeing you?" I like literally lost my mojo. I was like, I'm done. I'm done of seeing the foolishness. I'm done of being hurt. I don't got to do this. I can do graphics and mind my own business. So that's what I'm saying. You don't. Again, I don't know who needs to hear this and why. So on one stance, I want to just encourage you. Every artist is not bad, and they're not flipping it, and they're not turning tricks, and they're not doing that. They're trying to feed their family and live their passion. It's just not as easy as you think. They're trying to stay with their A plan. Right? They don't want to work at McDonald's. But they will if they have to. Let me say something.
Oh, but we will.
But we will.
Oh.
I do not want to work at Popeyes as already thick of a Snicker as I am. But let me tell you something. If I have to flip chicken like I did when I was in high school, in order to pay for my dream, I will flip chicken.
Ooh,
you hear me?
Talking the talk.
Because my destiny is more than just graphics. I love what I do. I'm grateful to do what I do. Because the statistics said that I should not be. I just want to, for whatever reason, go down this lane. The statistics said, based upon her scores, based upon what she's presenting, she's going to, oh my God. I just reread my transcripts. When I moved to Charlotte, I ordered all my school transcripts because I was in special ed all my whole life. And there were no answers. No one told me how I ended up in these programs.
Come on.
And so I ordered them against what everyone said. You're going to be hurt. You're not going to like the results. This is going to push you further back. No, it's not, because I need answers.
Mm-hmm.
And only this documentation is going to tell me what went on. And you know what's crazy? The patterns were the same. From the time I was 8 years old, all the way until I was in high school, nobody paid attention. This is crazy. The patterns were the same.
Come on.
And then at 8 years old, for whatever reason, I need to do this today. We all gonna get free. It says, due to Yolanda's high level of motivation and ability to stay on task, the following results appear to be an accurate reflection of her present functioning. However, due to the noticeable difficulties with concept formation and an ability to understand directions, the results may tend to underestimate Yolanda's actual intelligence. The entire time I was smart.
Jesus.
But no one told me that.
Jesus.
The entire time I was intelligent. This paper says the results may underestimate Yolanda's intellectual capacities.
God.
I was smart the whole time.
My God.
So here's my point. Somebody's going to tell you that you can't. Somebody's going to tell you that you're impossible. My friend Sonia Battles on here, and at one point, and she can get me later, she was over 300 plus pounds.
Mm-hmm.
People told she'd never probably lose the weight. The girl has lost over 100 pounds, no surgery, no pills, all natural by herself.
Wow. That's a blessing. Wow.
So all I wanted, for whatever reason, I went down this lane.
I mean, what you saying is like, okay, if we relate that out into our existence, we are already free, but we don't know it. You said I was already smart and I didn't know it because we take what other people say about us. And this is like when we're talking about the world versus the kingdom. The world wants to keep you in the box that they want you to be in. This is why we fill out so many census forms. And this is why we always finding out, are you black? Are you white? Are you non-binary? Are you male? Like they want to keep us in a box. But the truth is we are free already because Jesus died on the cross. Now that is Bible 101. but we don't apply it.
Absolutely.
We know it, but we don't apply it. And I think that, Yolanda, probably all those years, you knew that something wasn't right, right? You knew that it couldn't possibly be. You couldn't possibly be, because I'm forming thoughts, because I know that I'm asking questions. Let me tell you about question. Quest I on. The quest I'm on requires me to ask questions. So ask those questions. That's a quest I'm on. So never be afraid to ask questions. Never receive something that someone has just at face value if it doesn't feel right. You got to ask questions. Why is that? Who, what, where, when, why, how, right? We were taught that as kids. You ask all those questions. And here's the other thing. We have different learning styles. Some people are super quick. I was talking to the praise team this weekend about it. I can listen to a song one good time and be able to go minister it. That's just how I'm wired. But not everybody else is wired that way. No. Some people need to take the time and spend every day, listen to it strategically. That doesn't mean that one way is good and another way is not good. There's no judgment in that. But you got to know what you're learning.
Absolutely.
Your learning style is, so that you can apply it to your life. So don't compare yourself to somebody else and their process. You got to have to develop and learn your own process for yourself, and that's where you find success. Except God wired you and made you a certain way, with his brush, with his pen, with his hands, with his breath, and all the grace and all the mercy that goes along with that. So there should never be a time where we look at ourselves and say, I'm not good enough. Never. Because God doesn't make mistakes. And if we are living as God's children, as the king, you wake up in the castle every morning. Where you wake up, that bed, it's a king size and a queen, whatever, a queen size, but you might be sleeping in a twin. But I need you to know that it is a king bed or a queen bed, because that's what you are. That's who you are. So when you get out of that bed and you stand on, you better feel like you're putting your foot on a cashmere carpet. You better feel like you're putting on a silk robe. Planning is free. Planning doesn't cost anything. So you can plan right now. You can plan your future right now in your mind and start writing it down, and know that your current circumstance does not define you. It can give you determination to get to that next level where God is calling you. So don't get stuck. Woo! Thank you, Lord. I don't know where all this is coming from, but I thank you, Lord, for the download.
Because I think what happens is we continue on this cycle. So I do want to get the other side for whatever reason, because I said I would never tell people that. Let me tell you the other side. I was 17, and they're doing your case. They're going through your case. And so what happens is every quarter or every year they run over your case, and this is where they are. This is where they were. This is where they are. So I was 17. I was 16, 17. And my caseworker, Miss Sissy Nuanes, sat at a long wooden table in front of me and my parents. And she said, well, she's going through the test score. She's going through this. And she said, well, the Denver Public Schools owes Yolanda and you an apology. We mistaught your daughter. We missed it. So we didn't recognize that Yolanda, and this is repeated all through my notes. She's nice. She does well with other, she gravitates to adults. She does this, she does that. Music is a huge part of her life, something about the music. And it was when I was 16, going into 17, when Miss Nawana said, we mistaught your daughter because we should have been using music to educate her all the while. Had we caught it, we could have used music to help her learn, because her retention for music is higher than anything else. Can you imagine? And this is what I was sharing with my therapist yesterday. And I have no issue sharing it, because I'm telling you, I'm all about freeing somebody else. Nothing was done after that.
Wow.
It was a conversation, and nothing was done after that. Nothing changed. But this is the part I love about God. I am now a 15-year business owner.
Come on.
I've been doing work for people all over the country for 15 years, right? I've done work for Jacory. I've done work for Ashley. I've done work for Freedom Radio. I've done work for Kirk Carr. I've done work for this person. I've done work for William Murphy. I've done work for this person. I've done work for this person. I've done work for that. And I'm not saying it as an accolade. I'm saying it to say to you,
Guess
they
what?
said I wouldn't be able to do that. They said my attention span wasn't long enough. They said I would never blah blah blah. They did say her ability to stay motivated. She has this motivation. Even when people try to try, even when it fails, she'll try again. So I just want to encourage someone. So what about what they said? So what about they said you're too big to do it? So what if they said you can't? So what if they said this and this and that? There's a difference between not having the ability and what people think. It's two different things. I can't play the drums. So it is that as a fact. So for me to try to make a drum album would be nuts. I can't play the drum, but I can sing.
Come on.
So there's a difference. So, you know, in all we're talking about, for whatever reason we went down these lanes, if you got to do whatever you got to do, you just got to do what you got to do. Don't let your dream die because other people don't agree. I have a friend back home. Her name is Sonia. I have two friends named Sonia, one here and one there. At one point, this girl had convinced me because of her own belief in herself that she was going to sing background for Beyonce. She had convinced me so that I was like, at any moment, I'm going to see her on TV. And she felt the same way about Kim Burrell. She was like, she knew every song, every lyric, every note. And a couple years later, she hasn't got to Beyonce yet, but she did get to Kim Burrell. I said, dang. And because her belief in herself. So what I'm saying to you is you got to believe it first. You have to take the first risk. Ooh. It's like the woman with the issue of blood. Has she not, I was talking with a preacher, he disagreed with me, but has she not risked at least getting up and touching the hem? She would have never been healed.
That's right.
You have to take the first risk. I'm sure I have to eat what I got to say, but you have to take the first risk. Your faith has to be in line. We can't have it for you. We can encourage you. We can push you, but you have to have your own faith up in a space where when you touch the hem, you get healed. He said he healed her because of her faith, not because she was pretty, not because she had all the money, not because she was popular, but because of her faith. It was her faith that healed her. You need that first. Do you think Diddy got where he was? Let's not use the church kids. Let's talk Diddy.
Come on.
Do you think Diddy got where he is today because he sat around waiting for people?
No way.
The boy started as an assistant cleaning toilets.
They never got that part.
Y'all forgot that? He was an assistant picking up paper. Right. He was the coffee boy. Now,
that's right.
His name speaks for himself. He can change his name to whatever he wants. This week is love. He can change whatever he wants, and no one cares. I'm just saying, you know. Okay,
that's right.
We've had our word for the day.
That's good. Let me add this. Let me add this because this really helped me. There's a difference between motivation and inspiration, right? For a long time, I was like, what's my motivation? What's my motivation? What's my motivation? But know that motivation comes from the outside. Inspiration comes from the inside. To get motivated, motivation can fluctuate because your environment is always fluctuating. Sometimes you got a coach. Sometimes you don't have a coach. Sometimes you got support. Sometimes you don't have support. But inspiration, if nobody else shows up, if nobody checks on you, if nobody gives you a hand out or a hand up, you know what your purpose is and you know what your calling is and you know what your mission is because you're so inspired and so driven by that why, that reason why I sing, that reason why I get up in the morning, that reason why I got to go serve in the community. I got to go put a smile on people's faces. Nobody can take that away from you. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me and the world can't take it away. That's inspiration, not motivation. So be careful that you're not always seeking out that outward, external, extroverted motivation. Find your inspiration. If you need a book, there's a great book called Start With Why. It's by Simon Sinek. And he did one of the most popular, the most widely watched TED Talks about starting with why. Find your why. That will help you to find your inspiration so that you won't need nobody's help. It's you and the Lord on the mission. And I say, order my steps in your word, God, but give me the right footwear so that I don't show up to a mountain hike with stilettos. Amen. Amen.
Oh, that's so good. And also, Yolanda, I wanted to say that to every parent that is listening, you just definitely gave some help, because I was sitting here rewinding in my head, and I think we probably had the same issues when it came to classwork in school.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure in listening to you that I was listening to my report card. So at the end of the day, parents, if you're listening, know and study your child, hear what the teacher is saying and work accordingly. Because the thing is, I feel as though if it had been repositioned or redone, I would have been so much further in my career with music and so many things. Sit down with your children and your family and get their vision plan wrote out. I didn't start seeking what the vision was for my life until, I was well in my 20s. Had that had started earlier on in my life, I feel as though I would have landed a plane somewhere else by now. So sit down with your family members and the people you love and ask them, what is your vision? What are your goals, to where I can assist in pushing you to that place? Because we only live before a second. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in what we're doing, thinking that, hey, we're going to live to be 100. No, people ain't living to be 100 no more. And I want to fulfill my destiny in the time that he has given me. I don't want to be, taking all my gifts to the grave. That's just not something.
And you have to fight for your kids. I love my parents, so this is no bash.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, not at all.
But they didn't ask no question. They didn't ask enough questions. That's
right.
That I didn't even know I had. Yesterday, I was like, oh, I didn't even know I felt like that. So you have to fight for your kids. You know what I mean? Like, you have to ask the questions. My mom, bless her heart, she just didn't know. And they're telling her this is the way. And I remember, just now me and my mom were really talking about it. And she kept saying, this doesn't make sense. What you're saying about her doesn't add up. And they're saying, well, no, we think Yolanda should be. And let me tell you, the truth is, it's still happening today. Today, yes, God, they are still placing these kids in these spaces and places because they don't take the time to figure out like Ashton said, learning styles are different.
Just like a herd of cows. We just want you to
put them all in this place. Learning styles are different. Ashton can listen to one song, she got it. I got to listen to it a couple times, and that's truth. I've listened to a couple times. I have a different learning style for music. Right. So I go and I find your video, and watching the video better help it, because I'm like pictures. Words turn into pictures for me, so I have to watch the video. So I use Kevin Lemons. Oh God, I've studied every song, but I go watch the video, and the video for some reason helps me better interpret the song.
Wow.
So then I'm able to, because I'm a type of person, I got to learn all parts. So I'm able to better interpret the song when I see the video, when I see the presentation. So this is good. So ministers of music, you have to have patience with the people that are here to serve. Everybody's not going to be a Jacqueline Carr. That's not actually possible. Everybody's not going to be a Yolanda or Ashlyn or Jacory or Demetrius or a whoever. Everybody's not going to be that. I'll use Anita Wilson. One thing I love about her, she knows her lane and she stays in it. And I don't mean she's stuck. I just mean she knows her lane and she knows the movement of her lane. And she may not be everybody's artist. So, minister of music, you may not have a team of artists, but it's okay. You have to be willing to develop. You have to be willing to coach. My friend Donnell is on here, and we are like yin and yang. He is the CCM guy, and I'm the praise girl, and it's okay. I had to learn to be okay with that, because I thought, I'm gonna have to be this, like Jesus is wonderful. That is not me, and I had to learn to be okay with that. Okay.
Let me say this. Last year I was certified. 2 years ago, I got certified as a coach. But last year, I got certified at the next level to be an extreme teacher. And what that is learning your teaching style, but also learning your students' learning style,
Absolutely.
right? So we educate teachers about who they are, and so that they can recognize the different areas that the students need, like, because 99% of your classroom sits still and that one child can't sit still, you got to cater to that one child. You do. That child doesn't deserve to be in detention because they can't sit still. What's wrong with you? Your parents don't raise you right. You ain't gonna have no home training. No, that child is a differently wired child. And so we educate. They're actually doing the Extreme Teachers Convention this weekend. If you want to find out more about it, it's extremeteachers.com. But if anyone wants to know more about that, I will give away to the first 5 people to DM me a free assessment with a consultation. It's $150 value for the first 5 people that inbox me, whoever. If it's because you want the information for you, you want it for your child, whatever it is, the first 5 people to DM me, I will give you that assessment and the consultation for free. Come on, that's the God just put that on my spirit. Let's go, because that's how we move. That's how we grow. Let's do it.
Wow. I don't want our audience to feel like that, because obviously we went down this lane. So let me grab a couple of these comments. Shout out to the Charisma Evans, who in the earlier said, wow, if y'all don't know Charisma, you're missing out. This girl is like a super, super monster. So please go support Charisma. My really good friend Donnell said, Naaman always chimes in with good stuff. You're not what you say. They can say anything, but what does God say about the matter? That's really, really good. Shout out to Kevin Triplett. If your dream don't scar you, then it's not big enough. I like that. Donnell Green says, this generation doesn't want to clean toilets. And I agree. So I just want y'all to know, you don't get anywhere without hard work.
But you know why? Because they don't have to.
Ooh.
Because what's happened is our generation has made it so we think in our mind we scrub toilets. We don't want children to have to scrub toilets.
Oh, Ashley!
So that's what we do is we think that we're doing them a favor by scrubbing the toilet for them. So now when they get out into the world, they're like, what you mean I gotta work? What you mean?
Oh.
And for sons who have mothers that do everything, the sons go out and find women that look like and act like their mothers so that they still don't have accountability. Because now we've raised daughters that do everything for the men as well. Because we think it's crazy. It's crazy reverse. We've done so much. We've done so much for our kids that we've done them a disservice. We have done them a disservice. We have allowed them. I have a resident whose son, they took them to the doctor, and the doctor said that he was underdeveloped. Now he was a preemie. He was born prematurely. But let me tell you, that doesn't count you out. You can get back in the game. It don't matter. You came out early. It's good. Get in the game. You got an early start. She won't allow him to run. He wants to run. He is a ball of energy. He's got all this energy. She won't allow him to run because she's afraid he's going to get hurt. And I'm like, if you don't allow him to run, he will get hurt, because his bones and his muscle structure and his tendons and ligaments and his bones and his vertebrae are not going to develop the way that they are supposed to. He's got to fall down a couple times to know how to get his coordination. And she won't put him down and let him run. And I'm like, this, and it's like, it's a perfect example of, you've got to put your kids down. You got to put your kids down and let them run. Let them run and figure it out, like we did. Scuffed knees. Yeah, I got scars. Yeah, I've been burned. I've had my heart broken. I've been in the streets. I did drugs. I drank. I was towed up. Yeah, I did. But guess what? God still loved me, and God still found me, and God still rescued me, and God still pulled me out of a definite sure grave, set my feet on a rock, and gave me a new song. And that's what he will do. You got to take your hands off it and let God do it. let your kids live. Just let them live. Live. Yeah.
And you know, so when she's saying that, the other part of that is, or in addition to that, then we're gonna talk about some birthdays and COVID real fast. The other part of that is that dreams don't come without, you're gonna fall. Your first song may not be, listen, this is a different day in music. Your first song may not be a hit. Your first, you know, the first time you design a dress, everybody's not gonna like it. The first time you do a graphic and you've never done graphics, there may be 55,000 fonts on it, and every people are going to judge it and they won't like it. Whatever you try to do, it may not hit at first. But you got to get up and you got to try again. It's like when you try to ride a bike. As I'm just saying about kids, you try to ride a bike and you're like, no, I don't want, you know, little Jimmy to fall. So no. He's gonna fall. He's gonna get on the bike. He's gonna fall. He's gonna cry. He's gonna scrape his knee. You got to go over. Come on.
He's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay.
He's gonna be okay.
Don't yell. Why'd you fall? No. He's gonna fall. Help him get up. Say it's okay. Dust his knee off. Put some alcohol in it. Do what you gotta do, and say, okay, come on, let's try again.
And how about this? And then say, when I fell, this is the part we miss out. When I fell and fell short or failed or whatever it is, here's what I did to get in. And as parents, we got to share what we went through. We can't be ashamed of what we went through. We can't hide it and keep it secret and keep it in the closet, because guess what? You're holding yourself hostage at that age, that trauma, that decision, that letdown, that disappointment happened. You're holding yourself hostage at that place. And guess what? Your kids are going to hold you hostage there too, because they think that's who you are. But it's not truly who you are. It's all the baggage, all the junk, all the stuff that you're carrying with you every day. Let it go. Let it go. Set yourself free. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. It doesn't have to be testimony service in a church. Your testimony can be sitting down at the breakfast table with a bowl of cereal with your son or your daughter and say, here's my testimony. When I was 19, I tried to commit suicide. Tell it. Share it. Set yourself free. Woo! Lord, help me. Jesus.
Tim Bryce says,
come on.
Pastor Tim Bryce says, the greatest impact anyone can make on your life is letting you fall. While you're trying to learn how to walk, God is releasing you from the season of carrying everybody. Donnell Green says, your first 100th song may not be the hit. This is a changed world. Facts. Naaman says, people will never build the muscle or have the muscle memory to continue to do whatever life is given for you to do. Miss Rhonda says, preach, lady. Yes, my whole life. I think for whatever reason we went down this road today, is to encourage you. You need to be encouraged.
That's it.
You won't. It's like working out, right? Like I haven't walked, I'm just admitted, we're doing this Fly in July. I haven't walked in about a week and a half. And so I think what happens is when you don't walk, your body's like, oh, you want to walk again? Okay, it's going to hurt. You won't be able to breathe for a little second. And then because you got to build up the muscle memory, like Name is talking about. So it's the same thing. If you fall and then you're like, I'm not going to try again, it's going to be harder.
That's right.
When you get the courage to try it again.
Come on.
So you can't allow, I know it's easy to say, like, how can you say that? Because we've all fallen.
Yeah, that's good.
We may not know each individual right here. We may not know every single story, but we've all fallen.
Yeah.
We've all had things that we tried it, a relationship, we tried it, it didn't work. Someone said to me the other day, you have to be vulnerable. So you have to be willing to open yourself up to really experience the true season, to really experience the true nature of what you're trying to get yourself involved in. That doesn't mean don't be careful. It doesn't mean don't guard your heart. It just means you have to be willing to be open. Donnell says, stay encouraged, y'all. The change is near. Keep the faith, run the race, because there is something big, great coming our way because of faithfulness.
You better speak. You know, that's funny that he even says that, because what the Spirit just had me write down was that the way of the creative is to start low, but soar high and have the roar of a lion. So there's so many attributes within that the creative has to have, but you're gonna hit some roadblocks on the way. But guess what? If you soaring low, you're gonna be able.
Come on.
The way of the creative, it's just crazy.
You know what soars low? Buzzards. That's what soars low.
Right.
So you better elevate. You be an eagle down there with the buzzards, and guess what? The buzzards eat eagles. You don't really understand. You think, oh, I'm just hanging out with it. No, they will eat you. If you in the wrong environment, you have no idea. You might be thinking you in here with the guppies and you over here with the piranha. They will eat you.
That part.
They will eat you. It's not just a detriment to your project. It's a detriment to your life. I would say, Yolanda, what you were saying about that is when you have muscle memory, right? Your body, yes. If you don't take your healing seriously, your body doesn't take your healing seriously. And so you will start to work out and you won't see any results. And here's why. Your body's not taking you seriously because you've started and stopped and started and stopped.
Whoa.
And started and stopped. And so now your body is like, don't trip. She's going to do this for about 3 or 4 days. And then she going to stop. So we ain't even got to make an adjustment. We're not even going to shrink. We might not even sweat. In fact, Leah, maybe we'll sweat a little bit, but you ain't going to see no results because your body you've taught your body how to treat you. Goodness.
Woo. Well, I just got my I never thought about that at all.
That's right. So you can't quit.
Wow.
It's the thing. That's why. Here's the thing. Like, I'm on this whole blood type kick, right? You got to know what your blood type is. Like, everybody, please find out what your blood type is because it matters. It matters in your workouts. It matters in what you eat. You know, we say vegan, vegetarian, keto, all this stuff. Okay, that's fine and great. But what's your blood type? Because that's your chemical makeup, right? And so food we chemically transition food into energy, but how your body is wired or how it's made, it determines how it's going to digest the food, to assimilate the food. And so find out what your blood type is. Because here's the thing, if you're a type O, like I am, a 10-minute run every day, you're going to see results. But a type A, you're going to need to do a little bit more, less rigorous. Type O, rigorous workouts. We need rigorous weights, running. But a type A doesn't need that. So if you're a type A and you're pounding these workouts into your body, you might be doing yourself a disservice. Find out your blood type. And y'all, I don't know where all this stuff is coming. Just DM me because I got a lot of information to share for some reason today. I want to download. So I want to give it away because we only keep that which we give away. So I'm giving it all away for free.
Wow, that is so good. So I hope, so while we're talking about health, let's just skate on over. So let me say this to you. I don't have any stats concerning COVID right now, but I do want to encourage you this. I've been saying this for a long time. I'm not a doctor. I just don't think we're out of the woods. I've been seeing several news reports how the numbers are going up across the country, and how masks are now going to be mandated again. I think in California they can speak to this because they live there. That masks are going to be mandated again, right? For y'all, they're putting masks back mandatory for y'all again. Is this correct?
I think that's correct. And I wanted to show you all speaking of masks, look what I just got. So I ordered I don't know if it's backwards. So if it's backwards, it says Kenneth Cole.
See it.
So Kenneth Cole, I went on Kenneth Cole and they have a deal right now that if you get one of these masks, because I've been wanting one of these masks for a while. If you get one of these masks, praise God, they send you 3 regular masks for free.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. It's a cotton and microfiber. It has a natural antibacterial. It holds all the stuff. They send you 3 masks for free. So I think this was maybe $30. And these are normally like $8 each or $9 each. They send you these for free. So they have different colors. That's the Kenneth Cole one. I'm excited, y'all. I'm ready.
Well, I know that they did say on the news that state workers had to show proof of their vaccination, so they're not playing out here in Cali.
They're not.
And I know that a lot of the cases that we have are people that are and have been vaccinated. So it's a crazy situation. You just got to protect yourself, take care of yourself.
Absolutely. So I do want to share this. Since we are, we play gospel music here. We're a Christian station, so I do want to share this a word that Pastor Dion Jefferson out of Georgia gave about a week ago. And it was just 3 things. There were some other things. The top 3 was to change your diet.
Yeah.
Some things that he said he highly recommended, that he felt like God was speaking for people to do over the course of the next 5 months. And really, these are just things you should just be doing anywhere in your life. But because the numbers are increasing again, there is another what's the correct term? There is another strain. Thank you. Another strain called the Delta.
Variant.
The Delta variant, right? And so we need to be careful. So these were his 3 recommendations to change your diet. Listen, I say it like this: if you like Coke and in the sense of Coca-Cola, if you like Coca-Cola and you have to drink it like it's your thing, you can't do without it. You got to have it every day. Okay, at least come down to 1 Coca-Cola.
One.
At least come down to 1, and then just kind of gradually, pull away from it. But his suggestion was 3 things: clean up your diet, eat cleaner, pull away from the table, clean up your diet, do more fruits, do more vegetables, increase your supplements. So, and especially for your children, increase your supplements, the whole multivitamin, elderberry, zinc, stuff like that. And the third thing was to exercise, to move. I'm guilty because I'm doing graphics all day. So exercise, move. Listen, you don't have to become, just cut up, you don't like you don't have to become cut up like that. If you just get out and you walk 30 minutes a day,
right?
If you just like Ashton said, find out your blood type and find out when I'm guilty. So I need to find out your blood type, figure out what you need to do, because running may not work for you. Find out your blood type, because cutting certain things may not work for your diet. Some people should not eat red meat just because it's just not good for them. You know what I mean? So find out what's going on with your body, because what we don't want is we don't want anyone else to die unnecessarily.
Huh.
Please take care of your bodies. Just wear the mask. I was speaking to someone yesterday, said, I didn't wear a mask the whole pandemic. I work in a barbershop. I never wore it. I think that's crazy. So I'm just saying, we are suggesting, if you choose not to do the vaccine, of course, that's your right. That's your choice. But just be careful. Don't throw your mask in the trash.
Right.
We still need to wear them, because I know we all purchase masks. We've bought them. Wear the mask, carry them, wear them. Take care of yourself. If you're traveling, be careful. The traveling streets have increased, and everybody's traveling, right? So just be careful.
That's a good hashtag. Don't throw your mask in the trash.
Yeah, don't throw your mask in the trash.
Yeah,
because you're going to need it. I don't think we're out of the woods. I think we're going to be here for a little while, and so just be careful. And you have to wear a mask when you're on the plane.
Just get you some different color ones so you can.
Yeah, get you some ones that match. If you don't get the shield, get the whatever you got to do, but don't be cautious. It's like driving. You drive for other people. Put the mask on.
It's funny you said about the Coke, and I can't let this go. But when you follow the money, I could just stop right there. When you follow the money in the industries of like the health industry, the food industry, you understand that they all end up at the same place at the top. So, no shade on soda companies. I'm not going to name any names on this, but when you understand that there's no money in health, like for us to be healthy means that they would have to revamp the entire system, right? So I knew that they were going to come up with a cure for COVID. That's why I got vaccinated. Because if you follow the money, COVID is not, you can't make big business out of COVID. People die quick. It's not like cancer. where you can stretch it out and go through years of treatment and lots of surgeries and lots of different, it's not like cancer. The cancer is big money. It's a big money business. And so why would they not allow us to eat or drink these things that are detrimental to our health when there's billions and trillions of dollars on the other side of it? Because if you keep drinking those sodas, if you keep eating that fast food, you're going to go down a path of unhealth. And that path of unhealth is breaking for you, but is fulfilling for them. So when you follow the money, just think about it. That's all I'm asking. Just think about what it is that you're doing. Are you consuming or are you producing? Like, let's shift from a consumer mindset to a producing mindset, and be careful that you're not lining somebody's pockets by popping open that soda.
Ooh.
And let me give you a remedy. I'm not a soda girl. Actually, like I worked at Popeyes. People never think I worked at Popeyes in high school, so I've had every soda combination you can ever dream of. So, I agree 1,000%. And I mean, just if you just kind of look at it, the fact that it costs more sometimes to eat healthy than it does to eat dirty.
Oh, it does.
So, I highly encourage that forethought of what Ashley is giving. And then the other part is there's other ways, So you're a person, you just like the bubbles, the fizzle down your throat. Try sparkling water. There is a lot of, I wasn't a sparkling water girl, but there are actually a lot of more sparkling waters. And this is what I just found out. Sparkling water, now clean sparkling water does the same thing for your body as water. Never knew that. Does the same thing. Now, I do believe in moderation personally. So I'm not really actually suggesting that you should go down sparkling water every single day and not drink water. But I am saying if you have to make that adjustment for a little while, like try the sparkling water instead of this dark soda that has a whole bunch of stuff in it. And that's not actually good for your body. It tastes good. It may even feel good, but it's just not good for your body. Why are we saying all this stuff? Because it's important to have a clean mind and a clean body. And it's hard for
Right.
supplements to work in your body when they're fighting against all the other stuff. So just, we want to live for a long time. It's okay to have a piece of fried chicken. You just can't have it every day.
Come on. Live, 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 live.
Yeah, we just want you to live. So we didn't do birthdays today. I'll let Ashley just do one big, or I would like Ashley to just do one big happy birthday, celebrate your day.
Yes. Look, from all of us here at Freedom Radio, we celebrate birthdays, whether you had a birthday this week, last week, next week. Look, everybody has a birthday this year. So we celebrate, because when you celebrate your birthday, you're celebrating God's creation. And he literally took his hands, picked up some dirt, blew some breath into it, and created you. And he strategically placed you in this year at this time for this season for a purpose that was specifically designed for you. So celebrate your birthday, because with your birthday came dreams. Your birthday came inventions. With your birthday came breakthroughs. With your birth came like change, right? So we celebrate your birthday from all of us here at Shop Talk and Freedom Radio. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. So we're going to try to reshape our show because everybody's lives are growing, and we want to make sure we stay consistent with you, but we make sure that we give you great content. Now, we didn't plan this. Everything we talked about today was like off the cuff, but we really feel like, if I could speak for them, we really feel like somebody needed this today. So whether you're an artist, you're a filmmaker, you're a business, you're an entrepreneur, whatever you do, we just want to encourage you to keep doing your thing. The other thing I want to talk about is so the Olympics. Have y'all been watching the Olympics?
What's going on?
I just want to know you've been watching it.
I haven't really been watching that one-eyed demon.
I watched the highlights. I have watched the highlights. The one-eyed demon. Jesus help him.
One-eyed demon. I think I used to be a girl who watched the Olympics, but I think life is, we're busy. And then I think all the things that have happened with the Olympics a little lately, the racial things that we didn't know went on with the Olympics,
right.
I think it's kind of turned people off. And it in a way, it's kind of not fair to our fellow, athletes, or African Americans or whoever that's doing their thing. But I just think all the things that happen kind of turn people off a little bit. and I don't think people wanted to, participate. So
So their
that's
ratings have probably went down.
the numbers went down.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
No, I'm speaking. I would assume.
Oh yeah, I assume, and then people can't readily attend.
Right.
I think that excitement kind of kills it too. So is that now? Did you watch Space Jam?
No, but I've heard so much about it.
I like it.
It's on my radar. It's on my radar to watch it. I think it's
I
gonna.
like it. Now there's been a lot of bash and trash. Oh yeah, because people say it's not as good as the first one.
They said the same thing about Coming to America too. When I watched it again for the second time, not to give you a U-turn, that movie was actually good. It was not the same as the classic, but it was really a good movie for family in today's.
I agree with that. But I think my question is, how could it be this? How could it be? You're talking about a 20-year gap.
Right. And what's the Space Jam gap? It's
almost that long.
Yeah, it's about the same.
Well, so Coming to America came out in the 80s, right? Like late 80s.
Yeah.
89, something like that. So Space Jam, it may be like a 10-year gap. This is just my assumption on top of my head. Like a 10-year gap. A girl who's into cartoons and Disney and stuff like that. I will say this. I will say the acting itself, it was okay.
Oh, was Tyler Perry acting? Oh,
I like Tyler Perry.
No, but some of the acting it has grown. It's grown.
It's grown. Yeah, like LeBron, like I'm not a basketball girl. And so let me say this. Now, if you're my guy, I will happily go and I'll be the loudest, cutest thing in that place. But, I'm just saying. But I'm not, saying like I'm not the basketball girl. But so I'm like, LeBron, like, yeah, the acting was like, okay. It's your first time, sweetie. Okay. But I will say I thought what I did think was dope was they had all the characters from Warner Brothers. Like that was from Batman to, of course, Bugs Bunny was there. But we're talking about multiple movies, that things. I was like, oh, Warner Brothers did that? Oh, from Harry Potter to there was so many characters.
That was a bringing together.
Yeah, so the characters were the audience for the game.
Oh, that's dope.
That part was really dope. I want to ruin it. If you haven't seen it, it's good. You can watch it streaming on HBO Plus.
Okay.
You don't have to go to the movie. You can watch it on HBO Plus. I mean, I watched it like twice.
Okay, I'm gonna have
the graphics are sick. Like graphics, the effects are like amazing. I like it. But I know some people say
that's on my radar, and this new Aretha Franklin. I'm waiting on that one.
I'm not excited.
I'm not excited about it, but I want to see because I still think the other one was probably going to be.
I think the other one was better. That's not fair because we haven't seen this one. But I just,
my gauge is already up.
It's hard. It's hard to watch something and not compare it. When you see like that happened to me with The Lion King. Like The Lion King is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, I literally watch The Lion King to like when I need a boost in my life. I literally love it so much. But the new Lion King, I was like,
oh,
I couldn't love it. I couldn't love it because it was like, if you're gonna do something again, you must do it better. And like just changing the graphics of something, I was like, you have to like elevate it to another. No shade. That was my personal preference. And I went right back to the original Lion King and watched it again, and I was satisfied.
I think some of these we need to pray for Disney right now.
Yeah, because aren't they supposed to be doing the Little Mermaid over too?
Yeah, pray for my dear. I love Walt. Let me tell y'all something. I love Walt Disney. God bless him.
Yes.
The man. No, I'm saying if y'all go back and watch some stuff on Disney, just how his forethought, how he built Disneyland, how he got that's that thing. He got turned down. I didn't even know this. He got turned down 302 times by banks about building. Like they was like, no, this is not going to work. So I'm a humongous Disney kid. If you marry me, just know that Disney will be a part of our married life. Okay.
That's where the reception will be.
Listen.
Come on.
Oh, I'm serious. Yes, I'm a really big Disney kid. But I really feel like something's happening right now. Because you can't, I just don't think you can remake magic.
Well, there's nothing new under the sun, Yolanda. And so if you have a team of people that instead of trying to create something new, they're like, let's just go back. Like you almost have to recycle things through, right? Because there's nothing new under the sun. So every now and then you will find a creative like, there was a new not Loco.
Oh, Luca.
Luca.
Oh,
Luca.
Okay, Luca.
I love it.
Right. Okay. So Luca, to me,
Luca.
it was new. That was a new thought. It was a new idea. It might have been the same friendship story and the underdog and all that stuff. But the graphics, the visuals, whoever came up with the concept, I was like, this is a new concept. And I loved it. It was so enjoyable to watch. The same thing with, and again, I'm not going to remember the name of the movie, with the musician, Soul. That was another one. Fantastic. Amazing. I think that's Pixar, but amazing concept. And so, every now and then a new thing will pop up, but I think we're in a season of recycling.
Music also.
Right.
Yeah, I really want y'all to go in prayer.
And I'm not gonna name no names because I might hurt some people's feelings, but I
want to feel something fresh, something like it was like the first time you heard For Every Mountain, it was like,
oh my God,
this is like, there's nothing like this. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa. Yeah. So it's like that fresh. But I agree with Ashley. I think we're just kind of like, oh, and we could talk on and on. So we're gonna like wrap up. But I agree. I feel like the Luca movies, to explain. If you haven't seen Disney, it's basically a story about underwater and how they get to come on land, and it's just told really, really wonderfully.
Very cute.
It's just like a really good movie. Now, I just want to say this to Disney, as a longtime fan as a child. Whoever does this Little Mermaid, listen, don't
mess it up. That's my favorite movie.
Oh,
that's my favorite movie.
Really, that's your favorite.
I still have the VHS up there.
You have the VHS
because the music was so good.
The music is amazing.
Yes.
Listen, don't mess it up, please. If you can't make it right, just leave it. Just don't.
They've been working on it for a while. They've been working on it for a while.
They've been working on it for a while.
We're gonna send them this plug right here. I'm about to take this out.
Please don't mess up Little Mermaid. Okay, now Aladdin worked because Will Smith is a G.
That's great.
So it okay. Now Lion King was a little, Cinderella has been, okay, but Little Mermaid is like,
leave it alone if you're gonna mess it up.
Please don't.
Shout out to my good friend James Iglehart, who actually played the genie on Broadway. Those of you in the Bay Area know Sandra Iglehart, who has been an incredible minister of music for many, many, many years. She was at Palmacia. She was at South Bay Community Church. Her son is James Iglehart, and he played the genie on Broadway, and he is the reigning star. I believe he won an Emmy. Yes, an Emmy. So
he did.
Amazing.
He did. So this last shot. David is my longtime friend. He said, I've been to the movies with Yo. She gets lost in the movies. I mean, the edge of her seat, Fast and Furious, Yolanda lost her mind.
I love it.
So there's this running story with my friends that I don't remember. So I am a Transformer kid too. I'm telling you, whoever you're gonna marry me, you gotta know. Listen, I'm a big listen, I've seen every Transformer movie. I know nobody think this with my cute self. I love movies like that. Fast and Furious 9 is like really amazing. So my friend said, I don't remember this. They said after Transformers, the first one, I stood up and clapped. Now, I don't remember that. But I probably did do that. Because I was so amazed. I was like, this is amazing. Like, oh my God. I'm dramatic like that.
That's very cute. Transformers wasn't no joke.
See, ShopTalk. So she said, you go to see a Disney movie with me and Yolanda. It is an experience. We saw Aladdin. We
I love
sang every song. We were like, they're gonna kick us out. We sang every song. It was incredible. So I'll end that to say, enjoy your life. You only get one. You don't get to. If you get to come back, we don't know. Right? We
Right.
don't know. So enjoy your life. Have fun. As you said, let your kids be kids. We're not saying let them act out. We're not saying let them run around. We're saying enjoy life. Go
Yeah.
to the movies with your kids.
Enjoy the experience. Absolutely.
Yeah, enjoy.
Yes.
Don't just stay in the house and no. Go to the movies with your kids. Be
That's
a
right.
kid. Play in the park. Have fun. We have learned life is very short.
Don't be weighed down.
Yeah, like let all that stuff go. Don't go into this next month where it's supposed to be new beginnings with the same stuff.
Let it go.
Try something else. My friend hit me the other day. He said, this restaurant is down the street from your house. You've never been there. I've never been there. He said, you are not enjoying Charlotte like you should be.
Oh,
Why
wow.
don't you know this is there?
That's a word. That's a
Enjoy
word.
life.
Come
All
on.
right. So you only get one.
That's a word. God will put things around you.
Ooh!
Valley, you might as well look around. It might be some shiny rocks. You might find a whole quarter down there in the valley. You better pick
Listen.
it up and put it in your pocket.
For this new destination, you may have to get a new piece of luggage.
Yeah. Come on.
Listen, I've been telling all my friends who are really doing great things, you need to buy new luggage and you need to keep your luggage at the door. You don't know when opportunity is going to knock.
But you know what the real flip is? Because I've been traveling is I used to didn't know how to pack. Just because they give you 50 pounds, you don't want to take 50 pounds because you don't know where you're going and you don't know what you're bringing back.
You don't know who's
If
going to
you
get
don't have no room
there. Come on.
if you don't have no room in your luggage, what can you bring back? You sure can bring back no blessings. So you better check yourself.
Come leave. This
I
is
didn't learn how to pack.
Don't overpack.
So we're gonna do final thoughts. And when he
This
just
one
said
right
that,
here is an overpacker. How y'all, her?
overpacker.
When I went, let me tell you the story. When I went to Sunday Best, okay, we had X amount of episodes, right? And so you need an interview outfit, you need a sound check outfit, and you need an episode outfit, a performance. So I did the math and I calculated that I needed 19 outfits, right? Because I was going to be the winner. I was going to be in the finals, right? So I needed enough outfits to sustain me till the end, right? Packed 2 whole giant suitcases. And I'm VIP, so they allow me over 50 pounds. They allow me up to 75 pounds. 2 giant suitcases. And I get to the Atlanta airport and Kiva, who was part of the team, God bless you. I love you so much, daughter. She looked at me like, what is all of this? Like, for real. So I was only there. I was planning on being there for like 2 months. I was only there for 10 days because COVID hit. And we had to go home. So why am I saying all this? I'm saying that sometimes you got to let go of the old stuff. You want to be prepared, right? But sometimes what you need is where you're going.
Yay!
What you need is where you're going. Why are you taking the old outfits that you wore for that last thing? You're not elevating. So bring your bare necessities, bring the things, and know that God is going to give you the money, the resources, the people, the things, the outfits, the shoes, the hair, the makeup, all the things that you need in order for you to do. Because if you're going with the right intention, that's the key. If you're going with the right intention, everything will be provided. And so all I needed to do was show up with one little suitcase, and I could have went to the mall. They had stylists, they had hair. They had everything that I needed. I was way over prepared. It was fine, but I'm saying it was a lesson. It was a lesson for me that what you need is where you're going.
And you couldn't even be cute with all them bags.
I couldn't even fake the funk.
Well, that's a good point for us to have our final.
Our benedict now unto him. Hey.
Listen, so what they just said, I'm going to go first, right? They just said it's only give another perspective. My good friend Cedric Cheneries had an event, and the wonderful pastor Daphne said basically he has a song called "Come and Live in Me," and she said, you know what I learned about the song? He can't come and live when there's no space. So what she just said when he was talking, that's what I thought about. When you take all these bags, when you take all these bags and you don't make room for a blessing, you don't make room if you go shopping, you don't make room for someone for increase, then how can there be more?
Come on.
So if God doesn't have space to live in you because you got the damage, you got the hurt, you got the anger, you got the frustration, you're closed, your walls are up, how can he do surgery? How can he do work? How can he live? How can he breathe in you if we are supposed to be him and him is us?
Yeah.
Make space.
Ooh!
I will
That's good.
room for you. I will prepare for two, so you don't feel that you can't live here. Please live in me. Ooh. Make room. Make room. Thank you, Lord. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Woo, that was good.
Mm.
All I can say is, guess what? Go from your luggage to your house and make room.
Mm.
Less is best.
Less is
A real house that needs to be used is not full.
Mm. My God.
And I'm done.
My God. We serve a God of order. We serve a God of order. He created the ocean and then he created the fish. He created the space and then he created the stars. So if you feel out of order, baby, you're in the wrong environment. You're not in the right environment. If you feel awkward and uncomfortable, you're not in the right environment. So get to the environment that God created for you, specifically for you. If you're a fish put out to pasture, you're not gonna succeed. People are gonna look at you as a failure because you're in the wrong environment. But you're a fish. You're not meant to be put out to pasture. You're meant to be in the water. So baby, get yourself to the beach and get in that ocean. Come on.
Come on, put on a two-piece. Yes.
If for whatever reason you have turned into this broadcast and you are looking down in despair, I hope you found something today to help you on your way. Because I can't help it. Now I love Jesus and he loves me. So I just want to encourage you, live your best life. You only get one. You get one life and you have to live that life to the best of your ability. Listen, brown, black, purple, green, it don't matter. 12 or 55, it don't matter. You get one life, baby. And you gotta listen, you gotta make that thing stretch and expand. So all the things make room. Go get some new luggage. Expand your expectations. Expand your expectations. Get
Expand
some new
your
luggage.
expectations.
Expand your expectations. If
Come
you
on.
think all God is good for $500 and a little corner house, then you don't know the God that you serve. The Bible says He has a cattle on 1,000 hills. He is the richest. He doesn't have limitations.
And it's not that he has money, he is money.
He is money.
So give him room to perform your next miracle.
And there you go.
And that's it. And thank you for joining us.
And thank you for tuning in to
Thank you.
Freedom Radio. So here, this is the thing, but we want to make sure, stay with us. Thank you so much. Shout out to D Toll Free, who is out with his family doing, just taking care of family. It's a good thing. And you can always listen to us. We still play music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
That's
so
right.
If you need encouragement, just turn it on. You can cry. You can do whatever you got to do. You can get your life. And as Miss Tabitha so wonderfully says, have a good day. And if you're not having a good day, don't mess up anybody else's.
All right. That's right.
Take care.
For any more information, just DM me. DM us. We love you.
We love you. See you later.
Bye.